Alright, what's up guys, welcome back to the Grand Cross video, and today we're going to be going through what I think is left to come to Grand Cross Global before the 2021 does start, which kind of sounds weird to say, but yes, there is 11 more update days, or 11 more Tuesdays before the new year does start, and we technically only have 9, because obviously God Elizabeth does come eventually, and when she does come with Matrona, who's like a pre-anniversary like lead up to it, like how we had Arthur for Lost Vein. So there's actually only 9 more characters, or 9 more weeks before we start getting the celebration. And yes, Goddess Elizabeth is a celebration character, so it makes sense if they're going to do it to either save it for the 1-year anniversary, which they probably do that for King, or release it on a global on New Year's. That's a celebration, right? Unless they hit like some mad downloads or use like another random excuse to do a celebration. But the next one should be New Year's. Obviously the first, not year, but the first year of Grand Cross, because that's like, you know, it came out in 2020, moving to 2021. So yeah, quick disclaimer. Global is completely different to Japan, at least on the scheduling. We have banners completely different to what Japan had, and we get weekly updates, while Japan gets an update or a banner every 2 weeks, which just means eventually we're going to end up catching up to Japan, which is why I want like the most out in Grand Cross is to be caught up with Japan. So when new stuff come out, because obviously we know about Japan, we know everything that's coming, I want to be surprised. I want to log into the game and see something new where pretty much I only get that for collab, because I don't want to spoil myself. But yeah, the new golfer came out. I can't really talk about it or do much about him because he's not on global, right? Which is why I think weekly banners are good for global. I think most people don't agree with that, but it's only bad when they split it. For example, Japan had Mono and Eastern as a banner. 2 weeks, I think it was a 2-week banner with 2 of them on it. And then we had essentially a 2-week banner with both Mono and Eastern, but it was split. That's just a bad idea. Zarathustra, for example, was 1 banner. And then we got both Zeldris's, which on Japan, it was Zeldris and Zarathustra. But the thing is, the difference to ours is we got both Zeldris, which I think is a lot better. Well, most people would prefer. So Zeldris kind of a dead week. So we're going to be kind of going into that. Bear in mind, we have different banners and probably going to be split up. So let's just get into it, because I don't want the video to be too long. So yeah, like I said, there is, what, 11 Tuesdays, 11 more updates left before we get into it. And there's still quite a few characters we're supposed to get before Lost Vein even came out, but you're yet to get them. So we're going to go over that and try and fit them in. But before we do start, if you're new, definitely do subscribe. We're doing Grand Cross content every day, and try and making different videos based on the game. But yeah, so we have, what, 11 more updates left. We're going to start off. Quick disclaimer again. This is clearly a prediction video. This may not happen. They may not even release half the characters I say, and we may not even get Good Elizabeth for New Year. Who knows? But we're going to go off the speculation that we do. So let's just go off of this. So there's a couple characters, and we're going to go through it as we name them. But on the 20th, so next week, the most recent banner, or then I say the next recent banner, I think we're going to get both Gloxinas. Now, I thought we were going to get Gloxine before we actually got Zeldris, because Zeldris does get the passive to have more commandments on the team, so you kind of want to have all commandments in the game at that point. But yeah, was it? Gloxine actually came out a while ago, or at least the green one, I believe. So the red one comes out quite a bit afterwards, but obviously, like Global does, we get both of them together. Even I think the red Zeldris comes out after Goddess Elizabeth, so they're clearly not, you know, they can clearly put people ahead of time. And yeah, Gloxina should be out pretty soon. I would have thought he would have came out during the actual Academy themed update, because he does have Academy themed outfit, which at this point they're probably just going to release the same time as he does come out, like what they did with Zeldris. And yeah, Gloxina probably the most recent one. And then following up that, the 27th will be when the actual New Year Halloween celebration ends, which is kind of weird because we're not going to have the Halloween update for Halloween. Just son. I think we're gonna get the King of Fire collab. Now, like Attack on Titan, we got it literally like a month afterwards onto Global when Japan got it. Now, another disclaimer I should say for King of Fires. I don't know what they do. I don't want to know. I want to be surprised when they come to the game. But I heard they're really good, and I think people saying that they might not come until after Gods Elizabeth. That's how good they are. I hope not. Because that would be kind of bad. But King of Fighters Collab should be sort of soon. I would say the reason why it didn't come out sooner is because, once again, you know, the Halloween update was already planned. So we have to get the Halloween first. And then, yeah, once the Halloween event does end, we get a new whole launch, a new whole set of events. And the King of Fighters just kind of fits in after being about a month and a half, a month and a bit since the actual release in Japan. And, yeah, I think it's a pretty good spot. Kind of excited to see what they can do and what they look like and pretty much the whole event. Most people probably won't be excited for it since it's King of Fires, but they got some nice girls in it, so who cares? Alright, so on the 3rd, which would be the week after the King of Fires collab, if it does come on the 27th, if we're going to get Fat King. Now, the reason why I think Fat King, and probably my best guess out of all of them, is, well, Fat King should be out for a while now. He does come out after Medievalus and Liliad came out, so very, very old character, and definitely an L, like, for that character. He's really bad, not good. Most people are going to skip for him. So the event collab should be 2 weeks long, which just means, during the 1 week, so after the first week of the collab, most people probably spent some diamonds. It makes sense to release Fat King, kind of a dead banner, skippable banner. Definitely a good filler week just to put in while people get excited for the collab. And this one, probably my best guess to what's going to come. People think it's going to be an actual Hawk Pass, which they could do, like what he did with Deldry. But I think they wouldn't do that. It's just put him on a banner by himself and just leave him. Just literally skip him. Next, on the 10th, we have Fraudrin. Now, this character I didn't know was actually in the game. I thought it was only going to be Green Fraudrin. But yeah, he just come out after, literally, I think a week after Green Fraudrin on Japan. So this guy, at least on the timeline, should be coming out pretty soon. And definitely should be out before Gods Elizabeth. So I think this guy, well, he could have come eventually at one point. So yeah, we'll put him on the 10th. Next, we have 2 characters, original characters. Now, what thing they could do is actually put them both on banner. So we have Roxy and Shin. I don't believe Japan got them on double banners. And considering what they did with Mono and Eastern, I think we're going to get 2 weeks of 2 different banners. They could do it not actually right after each other, because that'd be kind of expensive. But Roxy, I would say, will be the first one, so the 17th. And then on the 24th, we have Shin. This one is a bit up in the air, because like what he did with Mono and Eastern, they probably going to put, one first and then give 2 more banners. So, two or 3 weeks afterwards. And then release another original character. This would be my best bit, but just for the sake of it, since they do come out I think they came out on Japan, literally like around the same time as each other. So yeah, they came out about a month apart on Japan, but bear in mind they have updates every 2 weeks, so yeah, they could, put another filler banner in between them. Okay, so moving into December, the last month, we have 9 updates in this month, quite a big update. So 9 new banners, and bear in mind 2 of them are kind of already filled up with the celebration. But we have 1 more banner that is yet to come out before, well, Goddess Lipa does come out. There's 1 more banner left, and that means we have 2 more updates, or 2 more weeks, where we have to get someone that comes out after Goddess Elizabeth, which, they've done it before. Zeldris right now, I believe the red one does come out after, a little bit after Goddess Elizabeth. So just bear in mind that. And this is what I think is going to be, since they do come out literally a week after or 2 weeks after Elizabeth on JP. So I think we're going to get Diane by herself. So big red Diane. Now the reason why I'm saying this and not saying withdrawal, because on JP, she did come with Draw, which is an amazing banner if you want to run a giant team. Which is quite annoying because this is the banner I want to summon for, because I do have 6/6 Aaron. But like we saw with Zarathos, Draw is a commandment, which means global exclusive. He's going to get an actual dual banner with both draws. And yeah, it's quite annoying since Diane and Green Draw work so well together. And if you were literally running a giant team, this is like the best banner you can pull for, because both of them are really, really good characters. And it's a shame Diane will come out, and then a week later we'll have both big draws, and literally exact same thing they did with Zarathos and Zeldris, just different characters. It's annoying because it means I have to summon for Diane, and then I have to summon for draw, and if I get the blue draw, I'm going to be screwed because I want the green one. And the worst thing is the timing as well, because this is going to be right before the Goddess Elizabeth does come out, which is a massive celebration, and you want to have at least 900, and I don't have enough diamonds for about all 3 banners if I'm summoning it. It's going to be mad. So I have to see what I have to do and pray I get them early. And then, yeah, that's, well, actually, we'll just go on to the next one. 8th, the week later, we're going to get Draw. Both of them, so blue and green Draw. Once again, an amazing character for Pete. Oh, bro, Green Draw's pass is nasty. If you don't know, he stops people from ulting when they get to the ultimate for 5 ult gauge for 2 turns. So my big downside to using Aaron is the fact that, yeah, he gets ult rushed. So if we can stop him from ult rushing, and then using Diane as well, Diane stops him from using certain cards. it's just there's such good characters to use together, and I can't hope to pull them, man. But yeah, that is gonna be the 8th, and now we have the one last banner I mentioned before, which is the 15th, which is probably gonna be Elite and Billion. Yeah, like I said, this is the only banner. If we had all the ones we mentioned before, this is the only banner we're yet to get on global, and it's a weird one because I believe that 1 year anniversary was around the 6-month anniversary, so they could have done it either after or before Lost Flame Meliodas. But yeah, these two characters, I believe they were split on JP, but there's no reason to split it on global. Elite and Billion. Elite, I think, more the usable one. She actually does a pretty good passive. I think I read that right. But yeah, they should come out pretty. They should have been out for a while now, to be honest with you. I would have thought they would have came out in the first few months of the game. But I don't think it's any significant date that comes up where it's worth releasing the banner on a celebration. Like, we just passed the 1 year, I think, launch of the movie, unless they do like a 1 year celebration of the release on Japan, but this doesn't make any sense. So they need to release it during one of the weeks leading up to Goddess Elizabeth. Hopefully it's because it's no wait, I don't think it's a limited banner, you know, because I think I've seen a few times that on JP's been on a few banners. So best situation here is to be released and then skip it and then they come back on some other good banner. But yes, that is the 15th, which means we have 2 more weeks left. So if you know how the actual celebration banners do work, or festival banners, they always release like a little follow-up or lead-up banner, which for Lost Fame was Blue Alpha, where you get free summons, and this is no exception. We're going to get Matrona on the 22nd, leading up to the 29th to get Goddess Elizabeth 2 days before the New Year's, which is kind of funny because we actually got Lost Fame 2 days before the actual anniversary, so perfect time to do it. They could do it very well after the New Year's, but like what they're doing for Halloween, they're not trying to make it be here for Halloween. They're doing it before, so like, you know, to celebrate Halloween before it happens, because this Halloween event leaves on the 27th. It won't even be Halloween. But yeah, Goddess Elizabeth should come out on the 29th, unless they want to whip something out of their ass where they say, oh, we got like a massive we got 2 million downloads in 1 day celebration, something weird like that. But the next one should be the 29th, because well, if we get weekly banners until the 22nd, we are going to run out of characters to come out before her, so it will be around the time that she's supposed to come out anyway. So yeah, Goddess Elizabeth should be coming out at the end of the year, the end of the 1 year celebration, I guess. Not really the 1 year anniversary, but 1 year celebration. But yeah, that's going to wrap up today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think is going to come out and what you think the dates are. I think it's safe to say that Gloxina should be next. And then King of Fighters should be the 27th. And then Fat King will probably be the 3rd, or at least when the King of Fighters Club does come out, King should be the week afterwards. And the annoying thing is they probably are going to split the Roxy and Shin banner and also split the Diane and Draw, which is going to be heartbreaking, but we'll see. Kind of curious if we are going to get the Elite and Billion one, because that should have came out a while ago. They kind of just probably forgot about it, who knows. But yeah, Goddess Elizabeth should be coming on the 29th, which would be the Tuesday, the end of, well, the last Tuesday of the year, right? It's a big update day. So stay tuned for all coverage of the game. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.